three types of chemical. One is PAC, another one is hydrogen peroxide, manganese peroxide, and chlorine. Truck comes in, when we get around 400 gallons in the tank, and I'll show you that on the screen, I'll make the order the material up. He will come in with his truck. This is the manganese hydroxide line. Polyaluminum chloride fill line. They all have locks on it. We'll go to this one, I'll show you how. They're locked, so when a driver gets here, he cannot undo it. He has to have an operator come in here, make sure he's got the right chemical. We would check with him to make sure he does have the right chemical, and then we go set him up with the proper tankage. Now we'll go inside. Nice ride over?
Not bad. Nice up here today.
Good. So what we want when he gets here, you make sure this valve is closed. This is the PAC line. That valve is closed. This valve we open up, then he'll set and start pushing it into the unit. When the tank is completely full, we're going to take about 1,400 gallons today. He disconnects everything. I open this line up just to drain the product. Probably let it sit for overnight, and let it drain out. Now on the other tank, this is the manganese hydroxide. On that one, it's the same setup. This is closed. When the driver comes in with a chemical, we'll open this one up. He runs it full, and then we have a drain pipe. Now the only thing different is you have to close this before you open this, because this full fill pipe goes below the level of the tank. So it actually would siphon it back out. So you just close this, let it drain out, and then we put a hose outside. I'll show you right behind you. I connect this to the fill, put a hose on it, and we flush into the bucket. The manganese hydroxide actually would dry and turn into a powder, and eventually could plug the pipe. That's not the case with the PAC. All right. That's it. We're going to go inside, and I'll show you the scales that we have to tell you everything about when we order. But approximately when we get to about 400 gallons is the time that we're going to order up a product. And that way we order up 1,000 gallons at a time. Now the sodium hypochlorite, same thing. Truck backs in. It's locked. C-plant operator before filling sodium hypochlorite. Now we'll go inside. Again, valve is closed, he comes in and hooks up. I will open this valve up like that, and they'll fill the tank up to a certain level. And then when I'm all done, on this particular tank, I have a drain. I take this cover off, put it underneath. The only tank that will back come is the manganese hydroxide. All the other tanks you can just drain right out. I just leave the valve open so everything drains out. I come back later in the day, close this, close that, Now, these are the levels, and we have right there, stop filling at 1400, stop full is that mark right there, and this is an overflow pipe. So having to get a little bit more than that, this pipe kind of turns a 90 and comes up to this point, it would flow into the bucket. Now what we do is we have to calculate, see I haven't ordered this yet, I'm going to calculate how many days I might be using 11 gallons a day. So 11, I might have, let's say 450. So I'll take the 450 minus 400, gives me 50 gallons, divided by 11, tells me how many days. I can go lower than this, but that's the time I want to order it. It might take a week to get here. And so you kind of calculate things out. Same thing with the other ones. You calculate how much you're using, so when it does come, you're going to get 1,000 gallons and not overfill the tank. If you underfill it, it's fine. Just don't overfill it. All right, now we'll go inside. Here's the levels. That's a hypo. It's 443. So we use about 11 pounds. I'm probably going to order it today for next week. It's going to be a little bit lower, but I'll just order 1,000 gallons. There's the pack tank. That was empty, so I ordered 1,400. They came pretty close to it. And then the manganese hydroxide, and it shows what we got right there. And we mark down every day on our daily sheet how many gallons we use each day. And I'll show you one of these daily sheets. Here's the daily sheets. There's the pack. And it's been offline, but you can see what we were using, 27, 31, 30 gallons. You write down the time, the tank volume, and how many gallons you use. It's all marked right here. You do that every day. Here's a hypochlorite. See, it's about 11 gallons, so I'll subtract the before 44 gallons, so it's about 4 days. So I'll see if I can get maybe a load on Friday. If I can't, I'll take it on Monday, because I can go below that. And then the same thing again. And this is the manganese hydroxide. Note this one here, when you read it, you gotta have the mixer off. And how you do that, because you can't really see when the mixer's on, is you just bring it, you get the little, bring it up, and there right there. If it's green, it's off. If it's red, it's running. So now that's the reading that you would put down. Is this number right here, 1145. He hasn't done it yet. So, yeah, they haven't written it out yet. But that's how you do that. Now, and that takes care of all those tanks. Now we'll go to the next one. Oh, let me give you what the SCADA system actually means.